It's Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian here, Psychic Cynthia. And I'm wishing you all a most happy Easter. And whatever your religion is, whatever your spirituality, whatever you celebrate, I hope that you will find a moment to seek the peace within on this most holy day. And spring is a beautiful time to be reminded of rebirth and life everlasting. Whatever your religion, again, whether you're a Christian or not, this is a time to celebrate the continual rebirth of life and how we all rebirth and resurrect within ourselves. Look around you. Nature is coming back to life even as we speak. And what a poignant holiday this is this year as we deal with some of the current world crises. And Easter teaches us a very important lesson about death and rebirth. And whether you want to look at the Christian holiday of Easter or to look around into the ancient practices that were around this time of year, they all connect with the idea of everlasting rebirth, of everlasting life. You can look at the Christian story of Jesus, the Master, and how he died on the cross and then rose again. So death had no hold over him. And you can also look around in nature. You can see how all of the plants that died, now they are starting to come back to life. And death has no hold over nature. All of these myths and stories, they are a way of Spirit showing us, reminding us that we are eternal too. That yes, even though there is physical death, and perhaps many people are dying now, death is but a transformation. It is but a doorway, a threshold we cross over into the next level of experience and reality. So on this very holy and sacred day, I hope you will connect in with this idea of yourself and your loved ones as eternal souls. This idea that death has no hold over us, therefore we need not fear it. We don't have to go out and seek it, okay, but it is not something that can hold back our spirits. Our spirits are everlasting. I think that's the most beautiful thing about the Christian story of Christ. And the crucifixion part is not pretty, but the idea that, he was able to transform and come back. And I do believe that this is a metaphor for all of us when we cross over to the other side. And Easter for me, everybody has their different practices. I don't have small children at home, but if I did, I certainly would be hunting the eggs with them. And of course, that's an ancient pagan practice of the eggs. When we hide the eggs, we honor the goddess. Because of course that's a feminine symbol. So I love how Easter has, both feminine and masculine energies. But it is primarily a feminine holiday. I mean, you might even say in a way that Jesus is a feminine God because he's so loving. I mean, feminine in the sense of the yin, that goddess energy. I mean, yes, he is male according to the stories, but he's very loving and kind, like a mother. So this is that rebirth of those energies in us. And, maybe you celebrate by going to church this year. That might be hard. I mean, it depends on the state you're in, and a lot of people aren't going to church. And then some people are judging on others who are going to church. I'm not going to church tomorrow, or on Easter, I should say. Maybe you'll stay at home this year and, read some spiritual writings or sing a song, something special. But I also would encourage you to remember those who have gone on, because Easter is a holiday about death and spiritual resurrection. And remember that our loved ones who have resurrected on the other side. They too have a life force energy in existence that continues on after the change called death. So never forget, and don't fear death. I mean, it's not something we want to reach towards, like consciously. We don't need to try to do that. But when it comes, that is part of nature, just as rebirth is part of nature. So let's celebrate the rebirth on this day, whatever our religion. Who needs an excuse to celebrate rebirth? Let's just open to that energy, find the rebirth within ourselves, and connect with the reality of eternal life, which, by the way, is open to anyone, regardless of what God you believe in, or even if you don't believe in God. I know some people are going to not like that I said that, but every world religion, every prophet, every seer, we all get the same message. We're all told the same thing. God is love. Goddess is love. Spirit divine is love. And that loving force that animates the universe is continually rebirthing and transforming itself. So happy Easter. Happy great transformation. Let this time be a time of great awakening